Welcome back to the News Hub. I'm Kelsey Hubbard. Looking for that perfect Valentine's Day gift? Well, nothing says I love you like a $10,000 phone, right? WSJ's Sven Grundberg joins us from Stockholm, Sweden with the latest. Sven, $10,000 for a phone. That certainly would show you're committed, I think. But tell us about this new phone.
Yeah, it's a phone made by Vertu, a company that used to be owned by Nokia, and Nokia sold it off last year to a Swedish private equity firm, and they make luxury handsets. These handsets, they retail for up to $300,000 in the worst cases, and they're very luxury. I mean, they actually don't sell in very large volumes. This company has only sold like 300,000 of these phones over the past 10 years.
And what makes them so expensive?
Well, it's a status symbol. You shouldn't compare them to other phones. You should actually compare them to a handbag or another luxury item like a watch or something. Of course, they're made out of these really expensive materials. This new Android phone that Vertu launched now, it's made out of titanium. It has a leather casing. It has a crystal sapphire screen, and so it's that makes it expensive. And also, you get access to all these benefits like a concierge service that they are offering to the buyers.
And they've gone with an Android 4.0 version. They think it's superior. Tell us about that. I understand that it's known as ice cream sandwich. Tell us about that.
It's actually quite interesting. Vertu was owned by Nokia and used Nokia's operating system, and we all know Nokia. They went with Microsoft's Windows operating system for their latest smartphones. Whereas Vertu now, when they're independent, the first thing they did was to actually team up with Google and make an Android phone running Google's operating system. And of course, this is pretty interesting. It shows that they're not willing to stick to the same kind of plan that their former owner had for their new devices. So now it's a Google phone.
And they think there's really a market then for a $10,000 phone. They have no reservations about how that might sell.
Yeah, they're not into chasing a lot of market share on the mobile phone market. I don't know how many they haven't really said how many devices they project that they will be selling. The indication we have is that they've sold 300,000 devices over the last 10 years. So I don't expect this to sell in very large numbers, but certainly a few oligarchs in Russia might pick it up.
All right, we'll see how many people pick that up. Sven, thank you so much for joining us this morning from Stockholm, Sweden. We appreciate you bringing us the latest in luxury phones.